You know, now that our project is over, you really don't need to spend lunch at my table. Yes, it is my table. Have you ever seen anyone else sit here? Then it's my spot, and you're intruding. Don't try to make me feel bad. You not having friends is your own fault. How are we friends? We're not exactly friendly. Listen, I can somewhat appreciate your attempts to spring me, as you put it, but you really should have told me about it first. Because when you called the house phone and asked my mother about hanging out with me, she obviously thought I was manipulating you into liking me. Trust me, it was not fun attempting to explain to her that you're just overly friendly. No, that's not how I think of you at all. But if I told her that you're like how I used to be, she'd probably lock my life down even more. She'd start thinking that I'm infectious or something. If you'd been successful, who knows? Ask me after I'm in college. Well, once I graduate, I'm pretty much going to be on my own. My parents haven't been totally clear about it, but it's obvious I won't be welcome back home once I leave. Not that I'd want to go back anyway. Oh, please, I'm not going to go crazy once I get some freedom. Did you forget that I used to live a pretty normal life at one point? I'll probably just go back to what I was doing before I screwed my life up massively. Going out to the movies, shopping, maybe I'll start jogging again. I'll live my life like a totally normal college student and be a functional member of society or whatever. And I guess I'll just pretend my parents are dead if anyone asks. It's not that I hate them or blame them. Yeah, when everything in my life was restricted, at first, I was mad. I was in a pretty bad mental state. But it's different now. Benefit of hindsight. I mean, what would you have done in their shoes? How else could you prevent that from happening again? Going overboard. I don't... Yes, I'm still going to therapy. I told you that. I guess I've made progress. At least my therapist thinks so. Of course my parents know about it. Earned it. This was never about earning my freedom back. It was about keeping me under control until I'm gone. Maybe it is unfair, but it's not like I can do anything about it. No, there's really no way to get out of this early. It's fine. It's just a few more months. By this time next year, I'll probably barely remember it. I'll be too busy with school. I'm going for a business degree. That's where the money is. Well, yeah, there's programming, but that's not for me. I know my way around a computer, but I don't want to make it my whole job. What about you? What are you gonna do? You don't know? Really? Then what did you do all that studying for? A gap year. I guess you're rich enough for that. What are you gonna do? Hitchhike around Europe? Join an improv troupe? Wow, you really have no plans for the future, huh? Oh, family business. Then I guess you don't even need to go to school after this. Saves money. Could be an interesting project to take on. You're lucky you have your own place. No one can tell you what to do. We're complete opposites in that way. Your parents don't care what you do, and mine care too much. Do you ever get lonely living by yourself? I'm just wondering. I know I'd like to get my own place, but I don't know if I'll be able to handle living on my own. Well, I'll probably have to have a roommate anyway, given rent prices. Too quiet. Yeah, I guess I see that. It might be rude to ask, but why do you live by yourself anyway? I mean, just because your parents are well off doesn't mean you have to. Oh, they're traveling. And they rented out their house. I see. So, how long have you been by yourself? A year? Who goes traveling for that long? I'm sorry, I had no idea. I mean, I know you have other relatives close by, but having your parents just up and leave? No wonder you'd feel alone. I'm helping. How? We just talk at lunch, and pretty reluctantly on my part. Someone who gets you. I think that might be worse. I get what sorts of ideas you have, but I don't agree with them. It's difficult. Feels like we can't have a normal conversation. Well, I don't mind being around you. I just wish it were under more normal circumstances. Would I hang out with you if things were normal? Maybe. Well, at least to see if you really do have your own apartment. I'm not doubting you. It's just that I'm surprised you don't have more people trying to be your friend because of it. Someone with an unsupervised hangout spot? You should be the coolest kid in school. Oh, so you're not interested in that sort of thing. Me? I doubt you'll see me going to parties after all this is over. Besides, if I wanted to drink, I'd just steal from my dad's liquor stash. Well then, that's something else we have in common. Good to know. Yeah, if only we could have been normal. We might have even been friends. I promoted my AVGN girlfriend roleplay through Tumblr Blaze. I don't even care how many notes it gets, I just want to force people to see it.